Is there anything more indicative of imagination than unicorns? They're so fanciful and fun. That's why they're the perfect decoration for this summer, where we're asking you to imagine your story with the Goffstown Public Library. Let's check it out! Hi there! I'm Michelle with the Goffstown Public Library, where I'm an adult services librarian. Welcome to our library. We're so happy to have you. We're especially glad to see you for our Imagine Your Story Summer Experience, a yearly summer-long event that promotes reading, learning, and play for all ages. Plus, there are awesome prizes. This year for the Adult Summer Experience, we're offering 3 prize baskets, each with $50 in gift cards included. To earn points towards those raffles, you can attend virtual events like this one, which is why I'm coming to you for another how-to video. Today's how-to video, how to make unicorn wreaths. To make these little beauties, we're going to need just a few materials. First, you're going to need a piece of cardboard about the size of a piece of paper. Then you'll need 30 pieces of paper or cardstock, and you need 16 of them to be in white, 1 each of yellow and taupe, and then the rest in the colors of your choosing. You'll also need a pair of scissors, a ruler, a writing utensil, and a hot glue gun. To get started, let's cut out the cardboard base for the wreath.
You'll want to draw a circle about 4 inches in diameter in the center of the cardboard. Don't worry about making a perfect circle, just get as close as you can. The best way to do this is by drawing a plus sign and connecting the lines with semicircles like you see me doing here. But if you do want a template, download the pattern with written instructions linked in the description below. Alright, after you draw your center circle, we're going to draw a larger circle that touches the outside of your cardboard. For me, that outer circle is about 2 to 3 inches away from the center circle. Again, I'm not worried about being perfect. You can even see that my circle is going to have flat sides. That's alright. After all, it's just the base. Alright, with your lines drawn, now we're going to cut the cardboard. Using your scissors, cut along the lines you made. A box cutter would also work well here. In fact, it might work more than well. Use a box cutter for the center ring. Set your ring aside, we're going to use it later, and recycle any remaining cardboard. Next, we'll begin making paper roses, which make up the bulk of this wreath, which is why today's secret code is paper71. To earn points towards our raffle, don't forget to claim code paper71 at goffstownlibrary.com/summer2020. And remember, the code is case sensitive. Once again, that's paper71. So, to make a paper rose, we're going to cut a spiral into the paper. You're welcome to use the template linked below, but I found that it gives the flowers a lot of character to freehand the spiral. Here's how I recommend to make the paper roses. First, loosely fold one corner of the paper flush with its opposite edge. Try not to crease, and then trim the paper using the fold as a guide. This will create a square, and it's a bit easier to make a circle out of a square rather than a rectangle. So this is a good place to start. Although it is an optional step that you can ignore once you gain experience. Take your scissors and begin cutting in the middle of one edge of the square. Our goal here is to round the corners. Try to make the cuts as smooth as possible. Don't leave any jagged edges. Don't worry if one corner is a bit more rounded than the next. However rough approximation of your circle it is, I promise it will make a beautiful rose. Next, visualize your spiral going around and around the circle and follow it with your scissors. Start cutting. Again, try to keep the cuts as smooth as possible, but don't worry if one loop of the spiral is wavier or thinner than the rest. Work your way until the very middle, when you can't spiral anymore. Now we're ready to roll. Take the outer end of your spiral in your fingers and begin to roll that spiral up. Because one edge is larger than the other, it will naturally begin to curve out, like a flower. You can roll as tightly or as loosely as you desire. One size spiral can make many different size roses based on if you roll it tighter or looser. When you reach the end, hold your rose in one hand. Pick up your hot glue gun and add a bit of glue to the bottom of your rolled flower and to the middle bit of the spiral. Press these parts together, remembering to watch your fingers for the glue. Let dry, and there you have it, one paper rose. It might help to lay out the roses onto your cardboard base as you go. This way you can tell how many more roses you need and if you should roll them tighter or looser. Repeat this process until you have about 24 to 28 roses. 15 of these should be in white to make the unicorn's head, and then about 9 to 12 should be the unicorn's mane in whatever color you'd like. You can also make smaller spirals. These little guys right here came from the trimmings I made when turning the rectangle into a square. They were perfect for hiding the spaces between flowers and adding dimension, so feel free to create extra roses to make your wreath your own. And finally, it's time to make the last embellishments. We'll make the ears and the horn that will attach to the base. You can use the templates linked in the pattern below or freehand. For the ears, draw one taupe teardrop, cut it out and use it as the template for the next one. Then, place your taupe teardrop onto your last white piece of paper. Draw a large teardrop around the taupe one. There should be about a ½ inch between the two pieces. Cut out the white teardrop and then use it as a template for the second one. Make sure any pencil markings are face down. Then glue the taupe to the white. Repeat for the second ear. Next, cut out the unicorn horn. To freehand, draw 2 lines lengthwise on your yellow paper. The lines should not touch, but approach each other. At their thinnest point, there should be about an inch between them. Round the skinny end into a blunt semicircle, then cut out the shape. Add embellishments like sparkles or swirls to evoke a unicorn's horn. Here's another place where you can add your own creativity. Cut the shape in half. And as a last step, assemble your wreath. Use hot glue to secure your roses to the cardboard. If you have a little cardboard showing at the edges, don't sweat it. You can use scissors to trim between the flowers at the end. Then glue the horn and the ears. It's helpful to center the horn first and then add an ear on either side.
And there you have it, a completed unicorn wreath. Thank you so much for watching. Did you follow along with us? Be sure to leave a comment about how your craft went and leave any tips that worked for you. Plus, by completing this craft and watching this video, you can claim points for the Imagine Your Story Adult Summer Experience. Log into goffstownlibrary.com/summer2020 to enter the secret code for today's event. And while you're there, head on over to the Get Crafty mission and upload the picture of your completed craft for even more points. You're going to want as many points as you can get because, like I said, we have 3 prize baskets with $50 worth of gift cards in each of them. All that and more is waiting for you at goffstownlibrary.com/summer2020. Like and share this video if you got something out of it, and don't forget to subscribe for great content like how-tos and crafts for all ages, as well as story times and book talks. I'll see you back here next week for another how-to video, and in the meantime you can connect with the Goffstown Library on social media, or you can visit goffstownlibrary.com to see what we're up to. Again, I'm Michelle with the Goffstown Public Library, and I'll check you out later. Bye!